if I'm looking around. I'm just trying to see how it's going to be. But yeah, if you all come in, just doing readings. If you catch the replay, hope you all enjoy the messages. I want to break them down by elements. We're going to do earth, air, fire, and water. And we're going to do the spiritual bypass spread. If you come in, say hello. I'm not really sure how I would know where the comments are, but yeah, we'll see. Let's go ahead and start with earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Not the mind, not the body. My eyes are going just to my soul. So I need to be the channel. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Sun, rising, and Venus. Whatever you're watching for, cross watchers are also welcome. Hi, how are you? I can't see who you are, but welcome. Let me double check myself, I guess. If it makes me relog in, that's the only thing I don't think I like about this new Haps is that I have to like log in each and every time. I don't even think it's on this phone. Oh, hi, how are you? How have you been? Virgo, Capricorn. Just doing some general messages. It will be open at the end if anybody wants to ask a question. I'll fix that. Give me a second. Give me a second. I assume that it possibly would be. But let me see if I can fix that here. Let's try not to have to. The thing about going live is that there is no editing. None whatsoever. How have you been? Yes, I got my little fancy Crown Royal bag. I got so many of them, so they hold my equipment. Aw, okay, well, have a good night. Sleep well. Hey, Lee, how are you? Catch the replay tomorrow if you can. How are you this evening, sir? Hooking up my mic because I know I'm kind of low. I forget I'm always low on here. Guess that hasn't changed. How's that? No, I'm not leaving. I just started. Melissa told me it was low, and I'm like, I don't have my mic up, so coming on. Is that any better? You able to hear me clear? Cool. Okay, hopefully it's because I have the mic on now. And I guess I was shuffling before I got up. Getting ready to start here, though, with earth signs. It's going to be the first one. I'm going to do some general reads, breaking down by the elements, and we're going to do the spiritual bypass. It's like a little check-in. Interested in personal readings after? I'll be open for that, too, especially if anyone else comes in. Those are only going to be $10 tonight. 10. Sun, rising, and Venus, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What best describes their spiritual bypass at this time, Spirit? I'm not the mind, I'm not the body. I focus to my soul. So I need to be the channel. What best describes our earth signs, spiritual bypass? Oh, I can't see how many people are in here. Just you right now. Okay. How can they avoid emotional discomfort? How can they avoid emotional discomfort? Something they exaggerate. Simply that they're faking their spirituality. Exactly. How can they be more honest and vulnerable? And why do they need to check in with themselves to avoid spiritual bypassing? I really did. I really did. Super happy. I was all smiles. Earth signs, your spiritual bypass, I think you just kind of focus in on work, accepting money opportunities here, focusing on things that are tangible, really trying to take action here towards life. But I feel like you are avoiding taking care of yourself. You're always putting out, trying to make sure that you can help other people. It's already been revealed to you that you've been kind of depressed or maybe a little bit relaxed on focusing in on yourself, your own environment, and things that you need. This isn't anything that is new to you. I think the way you avoid it is by trying to stay productive. Now, you can avoid emotional discomfort by accepting help from other people when they extend that out to you, especially when you're going through a difficult time, tower situations, and you're stressed out. I think you go through a lot of that by yourself. You suffer in silence, and there are other people that are there to kind of talk to you, get some advice from, show you some kind of love here. That'll make things a lot easier for you if you let people around you kind of nurture you and love on you, but you're very clear. To them, you have no emotions. You look at everything from like a logical standpoint. But really, Taurus energy, there's some healing that I think is present when those people reach out to you to connect with you. And you're just not diving into that. You're not nurturing that or really seeing the value in it. You more so turn away to the way that you heal yourself, and that's with worry and with stress, feeling like you need to fix it by yourself. Something you exaggerate here. What is being exaggerated? Just being very free. Acting like you don't have a care in the world. You can pretty much do anything. You don't have any burdens or any stress, but you're not sleeping well and you worry about a lot. You're in a mental prison here and a lot of grief. There's a lot of awakenings and things that have been shown to you, that's been revealed to you. And I feel like you kind of lie your way out of it. You kind of really hide what needs to be shown in those moments. Because I feel as you awaken, there are things about you that are supposed to be a tad bit transparent and you hide back from it. If other people feel like there's a blessing or something that's taking place or something that everyone else is like really involved in emotionally, you kind of let it piss you off a little bit. I don't know if you feel like you're undeserving or you're upset because you didn't pick up on it, but if you didn't pick up on it, it's because you're thinking about things in a very practical, logical way, not spiritual. How are you being fake spiritual? How are you faking spirituality? For one, you can't sit down. You're doing a whole bunch of different things, trying to be kind of busy. I feel like you're running away from a lot of conflict when it comes to other people, friends that you may have had that have like poor energy here. They get involved in like those little backbiting, kind of sneaky little ways, a lot of drama, and you flee it. You separate from them. But I feel like when you leave, you run into that into that situation again. It turns the same way. People start competing against each other. You start having people gossiping about you, not true friends, and you leave again. You don't try to work it out. You don't try to assert yourself. You don't accept help. You stop offering to them. These could be women and or men who are fighting over like a suitor. They could be interested in the same person, but the person that is interested in all of them, I think he views them as being hoes, if you will. So it's just the energy of people. They fight over one person. I think you just kind of leave. You ignore to see the truth about a lot of things. You just don't stick with them very long. You know very early on that it's unstable, but you've gone through so much that you give it a chance. You don't want to close it off, but you'll leave very soon. You can be more open and vulnerable, more honest. How you can be more honest and vulnerable here. I feel like people come and they take a lot from you, and they give a lot to you. You know that they need you and you work hard for everything that you have. That's why you're able to share with other people, but you are unhappy. So if that doesn't fit you, I feel like it's time to be very open and honest with people that are coming and taking from you about what you're going through. So if you help them out, they should at least be a good friend to you. you should at least be able to share things with them. If you have an unstable situation with them that isn't desirable, isn't where you want to be, you should possibly stop giving them your time and effort if you know it's not going to go anywhere, if you know they're not going to be dependable people. Yeah, they really get in the way of your journey too. They throw off your routine, they throw off your life, they make you whatever it is you believe spiritually, you'll negate it and, go and have fun with them or whatnot. Just trying to maintain, but you're not getting any opportunities for advancement because of that. After I finish this, I'm going to get the music. It's kind of quiet in here. We should have had some music on. You constantly need to check in with yourself on a regular basis to avoid a spiritual bypassing, because you'll be more confident to overcome these obstacles here. They won't get a lot on you here. I think you're very attractive to a lot of people. Very confident, very strong, but I feel like you come into obstacles where people can't really move forward with you, and it ends up being a bad business decision for you, something that you shouldn't value or put over yourself because it doesn't really speak to you. It creates that emotional block, and I think early on, to trust your intuition that I probably shouldn't get too involved with this person or with this situation. Yeah. It may throw some people off guard, but I feel like it's the best way that you can protect yourself, especially because I feel like people are like a pack of dogs at you, I feel like you just have to be very open and honest with them about your involvement, where it's going to be, where it's going to go, not letting anything happen unfair or that throws things off for too long. Kind of nipping in the butt as soon as you start to see those behaviors of people you cannot trust or people that are going to bring conflict and chaos into your life. I don't think they're anyone that you're super attached to right now. I mean, you see potential in all of them, but you're not going to wait on them to grow to get there. So you're unsure as to how you can move forward and kind of let them go. You possibly have already stopped talking to them or feel like they're people who you can't trust, who don't really tell you a lot about themselves, but they watch you intently. It's because they gossip about you. It's because they are a bit jealous of you here. And here you are faking your spiritual journey instead of asserting that power that people are envious of, and you're letting them come and use and take from you. And then once you get tired of it, you leave and you run into the next situation that kind of repeats itself. Start off early by not involving yourself. Stop involving yourself in things too soon, and stop running around. Get yourself settled. Get yourself into a routine. Give me a second here, please. Turn on some music. Appreciate all three of you in here. Welcome. If this is your first time, if you have seen me before, I apologize for the delay, for the absence. We just finished Earth signs. That's Cherie. I'm getting ready to move into air. Oh, I did show up on YouTube. Awesome. I don't know if I'm going live on multiple streaming devices. I can't see any of that. The edge they need to get instead. I can't see any of that. You guys like the new update? Do you, Lee? Like the new update. Air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If I'd have known this was going to broadcast live on YouTube, it would have got a little bit prettier. Another body. Just to my soul, please allow me to be the channel. There. Let me know if that's too loud, guys. I'm not the mind, I'm not the body. My eyes, I don't know this to my soul. Please allow me to be the channel. Hooking me up to the energy of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Rising, and Venus. It's a card that best represents our spiritual bypass at this time. Our air signs, spiritual bypassing. What are they exaggerating? Yeah, absolutely. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Okay. A way that they're taking their spirituality. Be more honest and vulnerable. And why do they need to check in with themselves? It's really about self control here. I'm seeing right now here, air signs, the way you all are, what best describes your spiritual bypass here is that you're just not stable on your own. You've got a lot of blessings around you here, but I think you're almost putting your hopes into that, saying that you are blessed, possibly saying that you have a lot of spiritual coverings based off of the material things that you have, and yet they bring you no joy, they bring you no comfort here. And I feel like you're lonely. And to try to comfort yourself, you say, well, look at what all I have, you know? But I don't think you're not really following your spiritual practice. You're not listening to all the lessons. You're not facing your shadow side and growing, You're not perfect. But I feel like you've almost deemed yourself to be like, I have all the answers, and you're really in control of your life, but you're not following anything. You're creating the rules as you go. And that's great not to be controlled by anyone. But if you do believe in a higher power, there is some kind of order, routine, and knowledge that you need to learn about your spirituality and how you need to proceed forward. Period. There's no other way around it here. Now, the best way you can avoid emotional discomfort here is definitely get around people, rejoice, spend time with other people, have fun when you're around them, be this at a gathering or just visiting. I feel like when you're in those type of environments, you hold back and you just observe, you watch, you judge people, and they're all having a good time, but you don't feel like you're a part of it. Hey, King, how are you, sir? And hello. I appreciate the heart that you sent. I can't see the name, but you are above Lee, and Lee sent one too. I appreciate you all. I feel like when it's time for you to talk and when it's time for you to really communicate with other people, it's very difficult. You don't feel heard, but I think you come off kind of uh, blunt with them. You almost hurt their feelings in a sense. I feel like you show that you're emotionally balanced. I said how I felt. I'm sorry if you all don't appreciate it, but yet there's a lot of unhealed information that you passed along. You're talking from a place of hurt. You know, I'm doing all right. Something you exaggerate. You exaggerate that you're resting, that you're healing, that you're taking care of yourself, that you've been spending a lot of time alone, really trying to think out your journey so you can move forward in a calculated way. I mean, you make it like your life is just, ever since this difficult ending has taken place, ever since this transformation has come through, that was a bit painful, that your life has really picked up, but you're still very disappointed at the end of the day. It still feels like a death. It still feels like an ending. I feel like while you're resting, saying that you're healing, your mind is actually trapped in worry about things that you're going through here. There's a lot of truth in things, possibly even some kind of legal matters that you could be worried about, and you're just saying that you're rejuvenating yourself and you're thinking and sorting things out in just a very practical manner, and it's not true. When people try to come in and help you along your journey, especially if you're not fulfilled or not happy with certain things, you're not open to what it is they have to say. You're not open into changing yourself at all. you know I feel like you just want to rush off to the next thing, just making that difficult decision that everyone's fearing. I'm gonna go ahead and just complete the worst right now and just say no and reject it and move on very quickly to something else and try to close out this cycle and focus on a brand new opportunity. That's being exaggerated, your healing process. I feel like a way that you're being fake spiritual here is about the pain that you've gone through. I think you've gone through something very painful. The cycle is definitely over, but I think you make it out worse to be. I think there is someone that kind of comes in towards you here with this Knight of Wands energy. They know that there's been pain that's caused. I feel like they want to kind of lift you up here. They've been putting in a lot of time, trying to make little investments here and there, waiting to see the situation change. But I do feel like, yes, it is. It is General. Sorry. Sorry. And I do feel like you block them from doing more. You don't want them to come and be an overachiever here, possibly because you would like it's some kind of pain they've done to you. It's a very toxic pattern that you have with them, and you have deemed them toxic, and you have cut them off, and there'll be no rise. They can't change. They can't grow. That's how you're faking the spirituality. You're almost judging someone, giving them a name here. They're aware of how detrimental things are. You know, you still want this just like they do. You know, if they come in despite what has happened, and I don't think that both of you, no, everybody has had their hand in something, and I feel like both of you kind of want to come back, but you feel like you're going to be deceiving yourself. Like, nope, I did them dirty. I said what I said. I'm done. But you know, you want to go back in for this new start. You know, there's something that this Knight of Wands is bringing in that you are interested in. And by rejecting itself, you're almost stopping what it is you're trying to manifest or what's really going to bring you happiness here. Because you said you've healed. Because you said you don't want it anymore. You've cried your tears and moved on and released it and healed. And it's still there. You can be more open, more honest and vulnerable with yourself here by definitely just trusting your intuition, taking a step back. You know, there's a lot that you could become aware of. Don't jump the gun. There may be things that before you speak, before you do anything, you just have to kind of wait and listen here, and just stay present and experience peace and friendship here and keep working. I think sometimes when you have to make a decision and you're not sure what to do, Spirit is telling you just to work. Don't make one right now. Keep sorting things out within your life, getting yourself stable. Don't make any decisions to move or to start anything new until you have that. Um, I also feel like when it comes to why you need to check in with yourself, so that way you can have peace, especially in the midst of absence of someone that's kind of intermittent. There's still a journey ahead, and I feel like you've kind of backed away in a sense. You removed all hope, all care for what is to come for the situation in the future, but it is not over yet. There is a path ahead that has not been revealed to you yet, and I feel like you not participating, you not nurturing the situation and trying to make it be the best that it can be is what's going to cause you to have a lot of faded karma. How about that? Not good karma, negative karma. And it's because you won't jump in and take care of this path, take care of your journey. You want to stop it, you know exactly what you have to do. You can't suspend yourself anymore. You can't stop and not put in action and think it's going to go away. You know there's conflicts that's going around, and there needs to be some solid communication with a decision that is made, so that way you can be happy in the midst of a heartbreak. It's not a tower where everything falls down. It's like, yes, we can still have some kind of familyness, some kind of happiness, but yes, there could be some things that have to break our heart here, some things that we need to be honest about what we've done to each other. Doesn't mean we don't have family. It doesn't mean we don't fight, but we do need to talk, because if we don't talk, if we don't have clarity, that's what can cause that tower moment to where it's like just broken family, gone, lost. Everyone's not communicating, you know? A lot of sadness here amongst a partnership if you're in a relationship. I feel like somebody has kind of just been doing everything, not seeing eye to eye, possibly reconciling with this energy and moving on, but not really resolving any issues. So you're still confused, but at least you're not arguing anymore. That's what I have for you, air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Oh, boo. I hate snow. I hope it doesn't snow here. /chat. Have we there, USA? Oh, you're in Nova Scotia. Oh, you're in Croatia. Sorry, I don't know why I said Nova Scotia. Croatia. I'm in Michigan. I tried to put on my location, but it wasn't taking it. I don't know how to really work it on here, so maybe I need to figure it out or try on my phone, but I couldn't do a location for Michigan. And then I had to close it out and restart it, and I hate this new app design. I'm going to be looking for another one. I hear there are other live streams, so I just kind of need to put my head in and like look for one. But I'll probably start going live on another device if I can't get the hang of this one. You know, and that's just kind of how it's going to go. I've been thinking about it. No, it's one of my new decks, but I've had it since I've got the new decks. I think this is the Secret Tarot. I'm still kind of fumbling through those. I got my little thing over here. When I be out reading of all the decks I take with me, I'm about to go in and like cash them out at my bookshelf. change out some of the cards I'm using. I think I might have overdid it, guys, with the decks. Just a little bit. Because now it's like, how do I read with all of them? And what am I going to get them in? I think I have the Everyday Tarot in the mini. I'm going to pull that one out. I'm going to pull out the Spirit Within. Pick one of the Rider Waite to read with. And I do want to get into the Grand Lux. Because I've been seeing that. I hadn't seen it in a while, but then I saw it at the store today. And I'm like, I have that deck. So I might try to get into that one and start reading it. No, I had the microphone. I had the microphone the last time. I don't think it's ever been in frame, but I got it when I was in my living room reading. I haven't been on in a while. And normally when I use it, it's like off to the side, or I try to keep it out of the frame, but it don't really reach. And I bought like a really long aux cord, and I don't think it works. I don't think it changes anything. So I didn't use it tonight because I'll have to do it on a test. I might do a test and see. But I wasn't doing all that tonight. I forgot about it. Let's see. Fire signs. How are we spiritual bypassing? And then after that is water. And then we can chit chat and stuff. And if anybody wants to ask me questions or get any reads, we'll do that. King, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't been seeing you on social media. I low-key thought you was mad at me. I was like, where the heck is King at? What the heck is King doing? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun and rising Venus, and you with heavy placements. Show me the card that best represents our fire signs spiritual bypass at this time. How are our fire signs spiritual bypassing at this time? How can they avoid emotional discomfort? I understand. What is something they exaggerate? Something our fire signs are exaggerating. In a new way. Oh, in a way that they're being fake. They're faking spirituality. How they can be more honest and vulnerable. Me neither. I hope things kind of calm down for you. You've been getting a lot of success though, King. Why do they need to check it on themselves to avoid spiritual bypassing? Cool. Same spot as Leo. Air signs. Yeah, I can only imagine what that tornado is like, that earthquake. All right, fire signs. So the best way that describes the card that best describes your spiritual bypass right now is what the heck are you waiting for here with this Three of Wands? It's not going to come into you. You kind of have to go get it. You can't just wait on someone to come look and shine a light on you and say, here you go. You have to go get it or we'll miss you by. You have to show that you want it. I feel like you're anxiously waiting for something, but not taking that first step here. And therefore, you're not happy. And I feel like everything that you're doing, every action that you're putting in is to create a life that you want, to bring in happiness and joy in your life. But yet you won't set foot off the island. You won't take the risks. You won't go that extra mile here. The goal in mind is to attain new wealth, new money, new assets here to really grow and expand. You can avoid emotional discomfort by making a choice here. This could be a choice in love, a choice with a partner, a choice for your spiritual purpose here, but something that's really going to make you happy. It's time to really lay down certain burdens too, because I feel like overall you want happy, you want healthy family, but I feel like you're carrying too much of the weight. Everything isn't your responsibility. If it's going to be a happy family, everyone kind of has to do their part, and everything doesn't just rely on you, because you can't do it all and you do require and need help at the same time. So if you're not getting that from a situation, it's time to release it and let yourself choose and be drawn towards someone that's going to work for you, or a type of job, career, life purpose, whatever it is that really coincides with you. you know, that makes you happy. There could be some things that you need to put together. You could have to work with other people here, and you know this. Something about that brings some kind of tension. You need some kind of courage in order to do it. Maybe you don't want to trigger yourself here, or it's difficult. You may not even want to restart a toxic connection, but that comes in with being clear about what it is you want and not letting boundaries cross, you know? Because I feel like there's a communication problem with whoever this issue is, but I feel like if there's something that you're having that you think is designed for you, you want a happy relationship, a happy home, you have to drop the burdens in a situation where you can only get it where you're doing all of the work, where you're making it possible. It has to be a cooperation. I feel like we've been ignoring telling people that, and it's time to let them know, just to avoid the toxic patterns, because if not, it'll stay something where you feel controlled or bound to. Something you exaggerate here, and once I want to say the truth, how balanced you are, how honest you are, because I feel like there's some things that you're not being honest about, and I feel like you feel rejected. You could either be getting rid of a lot of people in your life, or you could be feeling out in the cold from a lot of people in your life, really trying to move on here. And I feel like you may look as if everything is going just as it should be going, but I feel like, again, it's not. You're still in conflict about a situation, trying to recover. There's a stagnant situation that could be getting chaotic here. Um, I don't want to say poverty, but I want to say like money issues here at the same time. So we want to make sure that we're being 100% truthful with ourselves and not just exposing the truth or being honest with the truth that's okay for us to deal with. I do feel like there are blessings coming in your way. Yeah, there could be some sadness here. This could have been about a week ago or coming up on the week, but there could have been a sadness or a block in love or in what it is you wanted to commit to, and you decided to move on. A way that you're being fake spiritual, you're acting like there is peace. In the midst of an absence of someone, you're acting like everything is okay, but either you or the other person is doing a lot of sneaky things that's done that you don't know about. I feel like you are awakening, you're getting ready to be blessed. This person is kind of waiting on that blessing to happen. So if they're lying or not being honest or doing anything that they're keeping behind closed doors from you, they're doing it, but they're keeping an eye on you to see how your life is going to evolve. They know that you have gone through a lot of things. You don't really have closure, but it's like there's things coming in towards you, financial things here that's really going to help you close out a cycle and begin something new. And there's a lot of decisions that you have to make during this process. And this person is not assisting you, but they're keeping an eye, still doing their dirt, but keeping an eye to see when you elevate. And I feel like you know this. It's in the energy. It's either come to you through dreams, or you've kind of like seen something that looks to be kind of veiled and you kind of want to look behind it. I think we need to be kind of honest with ourselves, like, oh, it's peaceful, it's fine, so and so is just over there, everything is going just as it should be. But you know, there's some deception when that person leaves. I feel you don't want to get into the drama. I feel like you definitely want to overcome that, overcome those energies. But I feel like we also need to face them, and there could be a tad bit of fear. You're very confident, but that could be a battle that you don't want to enter into, but yet you're still accepting cups from them. You're still accepting support and advice and talking to them and sharing things with them, but you don't trust them. You don't want to address what it is because you're afraid of what could happen. You be more open and honest with yourself, just like with the air signs, trusting your intuition, preserving yourself a little bit. I feel like very quickly, because of this knowledge that you have and the order that you have, you're very quick to tell people things, you know, and you don't understand everything. I feel like spiritually you are evolving, you get knowledge and you kind of like run with it. But be very careful with how much you share. With the high priestess, there are secrets that you have to know, but these are kept hush. Everyone isn't privileged to this information. Everyone's not going to understand it or be awakened to the spiritual level that you are. So some things you should keep hush and you should know and kind of direct your life and make sure that you still follow order. This is like a reader having a reader, a pastor having a pastor here. Yes, you have knowledge to the secrets, and spirit comes in and they talk to you and gives you tons of blessing, tons of insights. Don't go communicate that to everybody. Don't be so forthcoming with it, you know? Learn more. Keep those to yourself. Be very calm with it. Don't share everything. Everyone's not ready for what's coming into your life here. And it can make things stagnant if you try to convince people to what it is you're doing or how you see things or what it is that you know. You just have to stand confidently and move forward. You can still be very open to them here, but don't become attached, because I feel like those foundations are no longer going to be stable to you. You're going to recognize those toxic connections or those toxic situations where you all can't grow and evolve. You can still talk to them. I'm no way, shape, or form telling you to cut people off and never talk to them again, but stop sharing so much with them. They're not on the journey you're on. It's not destined for them, it's destined for you. Some of that knowledge is for your growth, for your blessings, and to help you guide yourself forward. Why you need to check in with yourself to avoid spiritual bypassing, because I feel like you argue with energies that are kind of watching you anyway, spying on you, instigating here. Even they like to talk about you and run information back, so while you're telling them everything, they're kind of not really on your side. You kind of see the chip on your shoulder, but they're collecting information to go run and tell it elsewhere. It's just like this person who's deceptive, who you can't trust, but they're watching you, seeing how you evolve, seeing how you grow, and you're just telling everything. you know you got to give yourself time. You're already enlightened about this person. They're not gonna change. I think they celebrate and get along with a lot of people, but these people don't really have an ill feeling about you, but for whatever reason they feel like they have to talk about you here. These people don't even accept this other person. So you could have somebody who doesn't feel loved or accepted by many. So when you talk to them, of course, it's going to be some hate. Really learn to release here, Aquarian energy. Learn to release everything that you deal with, be it in a good way or a bad way. Whatever's happening, this isn't for you. If it's negative, you want to release it, so that way you can learn something from it and it can transform into something positive. If it's positive, you definitely want to put that back into the universe, because you want to help that positive vibration kind of ripple through and attach everyone else you know so you don't want to hold on to the negativity. You want to know when to release these energies and when to learn from them and grow and use it for your foundation and for your life. That doesn't mean tell them every secret you know. Tell them every dream you have. Tell them every psychic, and I'm guilty of this, tell them every psychic, message that comes to you or things that you see. Some stuff is just for you. So that way you can act better, so you can associate with people better and help them that way. I feel like people could be apologizing for things that happened in the past, especially if there's someone that you suffered a heartbreak with that you haven't really healed from, but it's kind of gone numb. It's like an open wound that's been open so long that it's kind of dried out, but you can still see it. It's still, you mess with it, it's going to hurt. Possibly haven't talked to this energy in a while and they've been kind of hesitant on how to come back in towards you and what the next step should be. But I definitely feel like they're trying to make contact. Phone through texts, they're feeling a lot of success. They like to have a lot of attention right now, so they feel like they can kind of come in and make decisions, but they are faulty here. They have a new financial opportunity coming up and they're going to waste that mess. Okay? Trust me, they're going to waste it. They're going to waste it. Sorry if y'all can hear my cats in the hallway fighting. One of my cats, the little girl, my Lucky, they like to sit on the roof outside the window. Well, I don't know if they were fighting out there or if she saw something, but she jumped off and I thought she was dead. I didn't know what happened to her, but I've been calling her. She's outside, I think in like a neighbor's backyard, but I can't see her. She just keeps meowing really loud and crying when she hears me, but I can't get to her. I went this morning and knocked on the old man's door, and he came out. He had cameras up and everything, and he was like, well, it takes a key to open the gate. I can look out there for you. And he ain't see her. He wasn't letting me go out there and get her. So I tried putting some fish out there for her, and she went crazy over that too, but she never came out. And he said he doesn't have any traps or anything back there, so I don't know if we're going to get poor Lucky back. I don't know. I told the boys, I was like, y'all ain't got rid of y'all girl. What y'all going to do? And now they out there fighting each other. Well, you shouldn't have been so mean to the girl. I don't like how they do her. I don't like how they do her. I'll put food out and they'll eat and she'll be eating and they'll be like watching her plate, like Ollie will. And he'll try to go over and like eat out of her plate and stuff. And I have to like move him. Like he'll have his own, all his stuff there, but he'll just want to take from her. And then they'll be mean to her. And the next thing you know, they're trying to get on her back. Like, I was like, oh no, not in here. Women dominate up in here. So I make sure she has her way. So I hope they didn't get jealous and push her off the roof. She's Paulie's little girlfriend, so he was crying for her, and then he went out on the roof and was looking over, and that's how I knew she fell. Or jumped off, whatever the heck the homegirl did. But she didn't fall over into the neighbor's yard. She walked over there, so she has to be able to get out, right? Water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Let's see how you guys are spiritual bypassing. What's a card that represents the spiritual bypass for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Free tonight. No, they are $10. These are general readings, though. These are free. Cash App is TAK317. PayPal is at the Aries Knowing. How can our water signs avoid emotional discomfort and something that they exaggerate? Something that our water signs are exaggerating. A way that they are faking spirituality. How can they be honest and vulnerable? And why they need to check in with themselves to avoid spiritual bypassing. Okay. So, the card that best describes the spiritual bypassing for our water signs here. I feel like you act like you're not worried about things that you should be worried about here. When it comes to your foundation, what it is you're building and creating for yourself, the money that you're making, the job that you're in, the next steps that you're making in business. I feel like you're acting like you're not really worried about it and like it's not a thing in your mind and you're just kind of living and spending and doing what it is you need to do. But these are things that you should definitely be worried about here. I feel like there is a solid foundation that you have, but you have to make sure that you're providing for it and caring for it to keep it stable here, making sure that you're doing your best. I think you do have stresses over this situation. I think you want to keep it very stable and very happy, but I think you worry that you're going to mess up at the same time. And it's because you know that your priorities are not in order when it comes to it. You still have some of the same behaviors that you've done in the past that have gotten you into certain situations. I do feel like you're not worried because you don't feel like there's anything toxic or anything unhealthy that's going on right now. Anyone that you've been attached to that was unhealthy, you've kind of broken free from that. And again, you're just kind of waiting on that next step, or you have somebody that's kind of waiting on you to kind of move forward. And you're looking like you don't have a care in the world. Even though you have broken free from something toxic, I feel like your emotions are definitely still there. Your thoughts are still there. Your heart is still there. You're just not attached to it anymore, and you kind of look for it over the horizon. Now, how you can avoid emotional discomfort here is do not let yourself get overwhelmed. Do not put more on yourself than what it needs to be, especially if you know that family's kind of all over the place. There's not really a lot of harmony. There could be disputes going on or taking place. Make sure that you do everything balanced and in order. You know, you're not going to rush anything here. You're just going to make sure that things are flowing. You know, if something happens amongst family, you're not going to blow it up to make it any bigger than what it is. You're just going to take time so that way you can heal properly here. You know, things will get better in time as long as you practice truth and justice and stop wasting time and money on other things that you know in the long run it's just going to disappoint you. You give so much to it, but it doesn't amount to anything and you're still disappointed. Make sure that you follow law. Something that's being exaggerated, I mean selfishness. I feel like a lot is being manifested for you here. It hasn't been revealed to you yet, but I think your intuition is kind of picking up on it. There's a lot of promises that you're seeing for your future in a way that you know that you're going to be blessed. There's been blessings that's already been bestowed upon you just to let you know that it's coming and that you need to keep moving. And I feel like you act like you're not fulfilled and like you don't have what you need, but that's a selfishness type energy. You have all that you need and you will have more. And Spirit has been blessing you and giving you certain signs and signals to let you know to stay encouraged and to keep moving along. Don't be ungrateful. All right. Emperor in reverse. A way that we are being fake spiritual here. Again, it's almost like with that King of Pentacles, it's almost like acting like we know exactly what it is that we're doing, but yet we're kind of bending the rules a little bit. We're moving forward, doing things our own way, really asserting our power, really trying to have some kind of control. I think there's love around it and behind it here, but make sure that you've created healthy boundaries for yourself, that you've mapped out how it is you want to proceed forward, that is going to work for the environment that you wish to be in, you know? I do feel like there's love that's being shown to someone, possibly someone who has everything that they need as well too, who's very blessed, but maybe not as aware to what's going on around them here, maybe off in their own world. I feel like you offer support to them, especially if they suffer financially here. But I think whatever opportunity they have offered you to kind of grow together, you haven't really accepted it. So if they offer you something, you kind of deny it, but yet you want to come in and you want to show them love and support. But like, I can't help you with anything else that you're going through in life. I do think that conversations are had to kind of help move off to a quiet place, because it could be that this person is dependent on your support, but yet they don't have anything that they can kind of rely on here. And they could be getting a little bit upset. They could be almost pulling back their offer here as you're still trying to offer love, still trying to decide how you're going to move forward out of this past situation that you've broken away from. There will be conversations had, if not already, and we will kind of move out of this storm. But I do feel like there's still some things that you kind of hold back, that you feel like no one is going to understand, maybe because you've tried to communicate it before. And I think you only give what you can, and it isn't much. You don't plan to really give too much more to the relationship. You're not sure if you still want it here, still maybe thinking about past failures that have taken place, and you're just not ready to start giving into a new thing, possibly. You can be more honest and vulnerable with yourself here. Is stop trying to explain yourself, because people start asking you questions and you feel like you have to give them an explanation, and before you know it, everybody's got an opinion and it's looking like you're wrong and everyone's all over you here. Stop explaining yourself to people. Stand your guard here. Let them speculate all they want to. Even if it upsets you, you have to do your best not to enlighten them, to just be like, you know what, you're going to have to wait and see how I figure this situation out in my life. You're going to have to wait to see how I move forward. I'm not going to explain myself to you, and then you question me and my loyalty, feeling like I'm holding back from you. It's my kitties, guys. They like to push my door open. Stop trying to, the way you can be more vulnerable and honest is by not explaining yourself, not allowing people to back you into that corner, waiting on things, waiting on enlightenment. Don't let people, because I feel like if they do that, they kind of upset you too. You might lose your temper. And why do our water signs need to check in with themselves to avoid spiritual bypassing? It's because when there's time when things kind of slow down from you, maybe you're not talking to a lot of people, or if you're in a relationship or dealing with someone, maybe it's not like heavy passion. That's just a time to release. I think this is like elevating. I don't think this is negative. It looks like this is just out in the cold type thing, or like rejected, almost like you're going through like a growing pain in a sense. But what you're doing is you're moving through levels. You're elevating up, or you can elevate down. But as long as you release and heal and learn the lesson and decide what else you need to kind of put into your midst, you'll know when it's time to move forward and when it's time to leave certain situations. And that will allow for you to elevate. If there's ever a break in time, which I don't see being much longer than a week, that's your time to kind of release and heal. It's almost like taking a time out and a break in life here. And you may feel a little bit rejected here, but I feel like you're doing a lot of emotional healing here, focusing more so on your foundation, your life, and what needs to be better, what needs to elevate, be it financially, be it within the home. I do feel like this time, though, even though you may feel kind of out in the cold, maybe you're not hearing from someone, or someone's not texting you, or kind of has rejected you, they almost have kind of like decided they don't want to come together with you, maybe because they don't like parties that are around you. Even though you do bring them some kind of happiness, I feel like they could be jealous and or envious, maybe spiteful of other energies that you have around you, feeling like they could be gossipy, or they could be third party type energies. I feel like if you're in that situation, just take that time, take that break from your partner or your situation to heal. Work on yourself while you're feeling out in the cold. This could be someone thinking that they don't want to nurture this situation anymore, someone who is going through like a low vibrational state here, and they're almost kind of rejecting the opportunity that's there, wanting to hold on to what they have and have new gains and some kind of success. And I feel like you're very loving and supportive of them, but maybe they keep trying to leave you here, possibly because of the confusion. If you're not able to give them a clear decision on what it is that you want in life, they could be ready to leave. I do think that a lot of strength is being built in this connection and a lot of love, but it has seen a lot of tower situations and a lot of drama where there's a lot of people that kind of get involved. Now, whether they're all arguing together or whether they just have an influence on how you react to this person. And I feel like it could be some kind of bitterness here from someone. Because I feel like you have a care and concern for this situation. You want to see it elevate, but somebody could be telling you, like, I don't know if this is the best thing for you. But I feel like you'll overcome it anyway. You won't let anyone kind of meddle in here. There's been heartbreaks that has suffered in this connection too. And I feel like you could be kind of fearful because you don't want to cause any more. So there'll be more of a consistent input into the situation or investment into the situation. And it may take the other person some time to kind of see it and get comfortable because they're used to like maybe getting the short end of the stick or not sure if you really honor and or value them. It can make it quite stressful if we don't know what to do, what we want to do in life. That's the reading, y'all. Hey, Lee. Our water sign. Okay. I feel like I already checked in with you guys a little bit. If you all have not and you would like to, please follow me on my YouTube channel. I've been doing pretty darn good at posting up readings for all the signs, the general signs. Um, I think there's some real good messages here. I get a lot of good feedback. It's kind of sporadic, but I love it when I get comments. I even love it when I get like the spam type comments when they say stuff because it's like traffic. But if you haven't, I'm in the midst of doing the oracle readings right now. I do have them up for Sagittarius, Pisces, and what's that other one? Gemini, because I think I get higher views on those or whatnot, or people that come in to look. So I went ahead and did those first, but I am going to finish the oracle readings. Oh, I'm sure I did. Give me a second. Let me see. I think I still have my Cash App logged in on this phone. I got my other phone. And I really haven't been on because my daughter, she's been on my iPad. She uses it and I'll be liking to take it from her and I'll be tired anyway. But she's getting one for Christmas. And she's about to vacay to my parents tomorrow. She's going to be gone for a little bit. So I'm keeping my iPad. She can't take it. So I'll be able to do more work. She came in and tried to get my phone earlier today. I was like, girl, no. I see you, Lee. Do you have a question tonight, sir? We'll be on a little bit more. We will be on more consistently because I won't have to fight for that, and it'll be kind of me for a little bit. Just what pulls out. At 8. Set this down here. Let me grab a drink here. General energy right now, Spirit. What's your general energy? right now. You know, I see you've kind of put your life in suspension right now. You will be going through some kind of awakening or a situation where your intuition is, you're going to have to be very passive to kind of pick up on the energies and kind of allow your intuition to lead you in how to guide. But I feel like you have definitely decided to heal. It was a difficult decision for you to come through to kind of close out a chapter, but we want to make sure that we're not just staying in suspension for too long. Because I feel like, in a sense, you know, your emotions can kind of get the best of you, and you can feel a tad bit overwhelmed here. What's going on here with this hangman form? Feel like you're waiting on spirit to kind of, I feel like you're trying to trust your instinct now and tap in. I feel like spirit is giving you all kind of messages and you're just not moving on them. You just want to sit with them and let them get bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's going to cause for some kind of disruption, because when you get certain energies like that, when they give you messages, you have to release them. Your body isn't meant to hold that type of energy, that kind of life force in you, so you have to release it and do what it is they're telling you to do, and make sure that you keep energy around you. This is about something that you're passionate about. This is about a blessing. I see your cup really overflowing. So you may be feeling immense peace right now, or just love in your heart right now. Even after somebody has kind of left, you know, it's like, you know what, I'm fine. I'm not blocked. I'm not sad over this. You can go ahead and kind of leave. I'm not really settled right now either, and I'm not doing anything. You know, you're just really enjoying yourself, your independence at this time. And you're still a little bit hurt, you know, you're not ready if you want to kind of jump back out there. This could be in love, this could just be in life, or just kind of getting back out into life and start doing things again and being around new energies. Yeah, you definitely have to make a decision that's going to honor you. Don't let anyone come in that doesn't respect you. I feel like you definitely kind of have to rebuild yourself up. There's teachings that you have received, but I guess I feel like you've rejected them. I see not only could you be rejecting people, you possibly could be rejecting spirituality in a sense. Like, I don't want to hear that right now. I know. I don't want to hear that right now. I'm going to heal and I'm going to let it go. But in order for me to kind of let this situation go, I just need to kind of do my own thing right now. I know I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to, let's say, for example, meditate and, you know, put out an offering, et cetera, et cetera. But right now, I just need a moment to myself to deal with my emotions. I've already let it go. I can't do that right now. I can't focus. And I feel like there is something, maybe a text that you need to respond to, a person that you need to get back with, but either you're not taking action towards it because you don't feel like the other person is taking the action that they need to kind of settle a quarrel or some heartbreak. Yeah, you decided to walk away from a partnership. You could have been attached to a soulmate, someone that you had a strong bond with, but you chose not to partake in that, possibly because of issues between you all. It was a very clear, cut, dry decision. And I think that you offer something to them, and if they didn't take you up on it, you were going to kind of move forward, take it wherever it's resonating. Do not become overwhelmed here. A lot of thoughts and a lot of earth, a lot of air and earth energy here. Not a lot of growing, not a lot of harvesting, not a lot of nurturing to the earth aspect of it. Just enjoying what it is you planted and have thus far. And I think at this time you're letting your mind your mind and emotions kind of take over at this point. This is what you're coming towards. We need to heal. The healing is going to take place anyway. You're going to purge and learn different situations. You possibly will be reflecting on past situations and learning a lot of truths about them here. The only issue is it isn't going to make you happy. I feel like it's going to disappoint you. You might become upset. Your energy emotionally may be kind of off as you're purging this, as you're learning from it. I think because you may be looking at it in like a negative light, or you're just not ready to heal right now. I don't want to do this right now. Why right now? I'm drained enough. I'm just taking a break from spirituality. I'm taking a break from things that are going to conflict me. Why do I need to purge this out now? Why am I releasing now? And you may get upset. You still get the knowledge. You still get the info. Make sure that you keep your crown chakra very clear, and you keep your heart chakra clear. It could be an emotional time. There could be pains, really coming to truth about certain endings. You could have felt stabbed in the back here from someone. You could have had an issue where you felt misunderstood by someone, questioning it. I feel like you're happy. Whatever you told them shouldn't have come across in like a negative light. But I feel like there was some things that weren't being said, or maybe a time where you quit talking to this individual, some kind of break in communication, and that's why they didn't receive it well. If you trust your intuition, you know exactly what it's regarding, you know exactly what this person is thinking. But I think you're kind of hurt by it too, in a sense, because you feel a closeness. This could be someone that you're getting ready to get into a relationship that makes you very happy, and you could tell this to other people or tell them that you have met someone, and maybe it's been a secret for some time, so they feel a little bit jaded because maybe they asked you about it. Or maybe they don't know if you're making the right decision, or they still feel like you don't know what you want. Something about the situation they don't like, and you know that it rubbed them the wrong way. I feel like you all will move out of conflict. There may be another conversation that'll happen, or you just kind of move away from it and not really care what other people think. They just feel like you didn't share this information with them, and they thought that you all were closer than that. They thought that they had been in your life enough. You all have assisted each other enough that where if there was a change, or if you were to meet someone, or even another friend or something like that, they feel like they should know about it. I think they get a lot of fulfillment out of their relationship that they have here with you, and that's just a disappointment. They thought you were closer. This could be like a friend or someone you may talk to at work or something, who just feels like you all are just closer than that, that you would tell them everything that's going on with you. That's what friends do, I'm getting. I don't think they're going to lash out at you, but I think you could hear about it kind of unexpectedly. You may feel a lot of guilt, yeah, because they're going to be gossiping their asses off. They're going to be mad. And I think you may try to go in and apologize, but I think at the end of the day, the reaction you get from them, you're just like, I'm walking away from this ish. Like, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. It's not as deep to you as it possibly was to them. How's that sound, Lee? That's what I have for you. Two questions. Is it friends or family that would be feeling this way? And have you met somebody that you've been talking to? A holiday story. Mm-mm. Right now, I see you all right. You're enjoying yourself, but it's almost like you're just kind of checking out. You're just taking a little break. That'll rupture soon, because I think you'll start healing once you're in this energy. You'll start healing, and you might not be open to it. I do feel like there are some people here, people that you're moving away from, but also people that could start to get upset with you, because I think somebody thought you had a closer bond than what you all really had. Like maybe they thought that you guys were like a friend, you guys are really close friends, and they were in your circle, and something happens in your life that you don't tell them about, and they get hurt. Mm. Is this a current situation that's coming up? Will this be a current situation that's coming up for him? This is brewing. I think there's a couple people from the past that could kind of bring in some kind of confusion where it could be. And I think that you kind of worry about that because maybe you chose yourself, but this person is watching you now here with the Page of Swords. They know that something's up with you now. You don't really talk to them how you used to. They're very loving towards you, maybe even motherly. So, but I feel like they've had to work a lot to kind of control this. And I feel like they want to be closer with you, and they're not sure how they should move forward. They're in a lot of thought because I feel like they need you to, because they're going through things in life that they want to start. And I feel like you give them a lot of good advice or give them clarity, and you haven't been talking to them. So someone is spying on you, inquiring about you here, feeling like you've kind of feeling like you're holding back from them. That maybe you got something that you're happy about, so now you don't need them anymore. They think you're a very popular person. They've got some attention too, but money and things come in for you a lot quicker. Success, things that you work and invest in, you get it if you say you're going to do it. So if it's a past person, they're coming back. If it's someone in the environment now, they kind of already have an eye out on you. They're already kind of sketchy and not saying anything about it. As soon as you reveal or say something to them about something you've been going through that you're ready to let go of, this person's going to blow their top. They're going to have a lot to say. Are we in the retrograde already? I was like, look, I'm not about to be worried about these retrogrades now. Mercury's already is already the bigger one. Now we got Venus. Okay. I do. Tonight for a question, they're $10. The Cash App is TAK317, and the PayPal is at the Aries Knowing. And I appreciate you for anything you send. Just let me know once you send it. I should get a notification, and I can add you to the list. How's that sound, Lee? This person's keeping an eye on you now. You possibly have gone through something difficult, or this situation has gone through something difficult. I think they've been trying to talk to you since then, though. They've reached out to you. You might go through an unexpected healing situation where you start purging and knowing a lot of things, and you get upset because I don't feel like you're trying to be in that energy. I don't think you're trying to focus on healing. I don't think you're trying to focus on being sad. You're just trying to live life. I see you, King. You're just trying to live life here. And when it starts happening and spirit is like coming in, tapping into you anyway, because that's all that's happening, is that it's building up. It has to be released. I think you might get upset, like, oh, I didn't want to cry today. I didn't want to think about that. I don't want to grow right now. I don't want to be enlightened right now. You know, like, just leave me alone. You're taking a little bit of a break, you know. But I think after you get through it, it'll be a nice, relaxing, healing thing. It'll have all the energies of a nice healing session where you may release some tears and stuff. The only issue is that you don't want to do it. I don't see that you want to do it. He said he liked that Laffy Taffy. I don't know why that song's in my head. I should really. Interested in you, wanting to know what's going on. You're not telling them. I see you, Kingy. You're not telling them what's up. And I think before you were probably very open with them about things that you're going through in life, and just sharing your energy with them, and you've kind of just not been. You've just been kind of living your life. Any questions, King, or would you like a general? But let me know though when you see it, when it happens. Because I feel like this is someone that you talk to. They're just kind of waiting on you to let them know what's up. But when you start telling them about stuff you've been doing and it catches them off guard, it's like, you didn't tell me this, and this was going on, and you didn't say this, and da 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 da. They're gonna go off because they feel hurt, and you might be like, you know what, forget this crap. I'm just gonna leave. But really, they just have hurt feelings. They thought you guys were closer. They want to be like a best friend or someone who's like involved in your life, and they want you to be like involved in their life. I think they're looking for support of a support system, people they can rely on. King said a general. Appreciate all 10 of you guys in here. Welcome. Hope you all are enjoying the readings. If you do happen to catch the replay, I did do a general for everyone. It should be an okay general read. Let me know how it resonates with you or whatnot. Um, Yeah, yeah, like a full kind of reading. If you have like questions or if you want me to pull a general, yeah, it'll be $10. But if you just want me to like pull a card for you, $1 donation is good. If there's just an oracle that you want pulled. Um, yeah, they're at the beginning of the live, guys. If you want to see that, if you're watching the replay, welcome. Just one person that I'm on now. It's not a long list. If you're watching the reading right now and this is like the replay, welcome. Thank you for watching. If you catch the next one, you kind of know how things will go. Maybe my setting will be better. We'll see. Still working this thing out. All right, Kingy. Gemini. 84, 86, King. Thank you. I appreciate you. I figured it was. I was like, it definitely no 84. Show me his general energy right now, Spirit. What's up with King? Lauren Gemini. What's up with King? Any challenges ahead of him or anything he needs to worry about? Okay. It's coming towards him. What's the cause of it? Guidance. Okay. I mean, I see you doing real good too. Doing real good. Hey, welcome. Real good. Really enjoying yourself, enjoying what it is you have. No stress. Really aware though. You're not closed off. I feel like you get assistance or you see people gradually or have people come in. This could also be business people like paying you for things or offering you things here. I think you only give out what you want to give out at this time. You're not really in the energy of giving. You'll take in things if it's going to be beneficial for you, but if not, I don't think you're really worried about it here. There has been an elevation here that's kind of brought you to this level of being calm, knowing what it is that you want, not getting flustered about things. So you've gone through some kind of awakening where you've elevated out of a level. And right now, I just see you kind of focusing in on work, really trying to change certain things that have happened. Now, things could still be kind of spinning out of control. There could be things that are happening that you're not happy about that kind of take place. Yes, that causes heartbreak. I don't think you fully understand them here, but you're trying not to conform or not to let that affect your life. You know that it's something that possibly wouldn't have happened or shouldn't have happened. Has somebody just used the knowledge they had? It's like education. No, elimination, lack of education of that movie. But I feel like you're able to kind of overcome and move forward. It's like, you know what, I just won't focus on this. If it's not gonna be like mutual, if it's not gonna be um like a stable situation where I don't have to fight too much for it or kind of defend my position, then I'm just gonna move on from it. I feel like you've reached like a peaceful state. The challenge here, though, is I feel like somebody could be abusing their power here with this Empress in reverse. Somebody really could put a lot of expectations on you, and I don't think you're following this order at all. I think you're changing it. I think people are looking at you and they think you are kind of rebelling against something here, causing someone else to kind of step out of character. So they're kind of judging things that you're doing, but you don't care to hear anything that they have to say. Not at all. It's like, that doesn't excite me, what it is that you're saying. I don't want to do things your way. I'm working, putting things together. I'll even help you out if you want me to help you out, but I'm not going to live my life the way that you want to. So I think around those kind of people, what kind of makes you restless is it changes the light that you're seeing in around them. Whereas before you felt like they kind of looked up to you. Now it's almost like they're questioning you, you know? I see you allowing like some kind of conflict or argument amongst others in or family to kind of stress you out and affect your sleep. I see that coming up here for you. Really stressing out that you have to combat against these energies or knowing what is going on. It's like that kind of pain never stops. That's almost like a soft spot for you. And when it comes to that, you're not sure how to best handle it because you have a lot of love for that situation. I see you. I do think that you kind of step away from these energies just to kind of go back in and recover. You're not against everybody. There could be someone, that's involved in this as well, and they kind of like stick up for you and you for them, and you all just kind of go trying to, how can we heal? Let's just go by ourselves and talk about what's happened and try to like heal ourselves and make ourselves feel better about the situation. Because you realize that these people who are fighting, they may always fight. There may always be that kind of tension. I think you get thrown in it or kind of lost in it, and it causes you stress. Yeah. I think when that healing takes place, you're not even sure quite how you're going to get there. You just may feel kind of lonely at this time, but there's no doubt about it. Again, trust yourself, listen to everything that you're being shown. 'Cause I feel like spirit's kind of showing you things that is happening despite people lashing out. It's almost like seeing someone get upset and kind of lose their mind, and you're watching everything they do, like, oh, now they're feeling this way, oh, da 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 da, oh, look at this, oh, da da da. Those are the kind of things that's going to help you go. Like, you're not communicating this, but you're sitting here watching every action like it's some kind of storybook. So trust yourself. I think everything's going to be fine and everything will smooth out fine, but it's not up to you to know how it's going to get there. It's not up to you to know how everything is going to calm itself down. You just protect and take care of you, and if there's not anything that you could do to help the situation, don't. You'll get another opportunity. Even if you feel like you maybe played a part in kind of attacking someone, maybe, or somebody was attacked, I feel like you could be like apologizing, thinking that maybe you ran with maybe the wrong information. You know, there could be something that's coming up that I think you're fair about, that I think you're worried about. I don't know if this is something that's legal here, but I feel like there's some truth to a situation that kind of comes out that doesn't serve everyone else, and it affects your foundation. It could affect family foundation and their money. And I feel like it makes you very worried here because it's almost like you can't trust the people that you're around, and they constantly hurt you or they constantly do things that affect you. And you put in a lot towards the situation and you're not getting your just due back. And I think you stay worried about that, like, why am I around these people? They don't love me, they don't treat me right, but they will take from me, you know. And I think you get upset. If you get upset, you don't necessarily, you could communicate it to them here, but I think you keep it hidden for some time, and you might disappear on them and just say F it and go home to lick your wounds, and you're going to find something else to kind of get involved in. Maybe start dating or seeing someone else here. I see love looking kind of good for suitors if you've been dating or having people kind of like look into you or something like that. It's something that's kept secret. This could be a past person you've involved yourself with. You and this person could be off and on, could go through silent period treatments. Yeah. Like, F you guys. I'm out of here and I'm out the building. It's been great. New cycle. Yes, I'll check the PayPal. What was the other one? Yes, PayPal at the Aries Knowing or Cash App TAK317. How's that resonating for you, King? And it's okay if it doesn't resonate now. Some of this stuff could be to come. It's almost like how I was saying in the readings. What I should kind of title this is, you know, between you and Lee's reading, it's like you guys are doing good and you're just ignoring all this stuff, but then it looks like it ruptures up anyway, you know, because you're just trying. Like, I'm just trying to enjoy this energy. Yeah, I felt more so family dynamic. Are you seeing someone? Are you dating? Have you tried to jump back out there and date? I don't see nothing serious, but I do see energy of people having interest here, and you just kind of going off to focusing on other things, and just kind of living while you're on a break from family or while you're separating or not speaking with them. Okay, in due time, you could have a situation, a little fling situation come up here quite next. It could be here kind of quickly here. This could be someone from the past here that you're kind of on and off. You may keep it a secret, so you don't got to tell me when it happens. But this person will be seeing and or visiting with each other here, and it'll be like something that's just doing really good right now, getting off the ground. I see that fire energy. All right, let me check my thing. That's your read, King. I think you are up next. I don't choose violence. I think you are next, hon. Let me see. Oh, I see you, Lee. That's his. Let me check the PayPal. Stephanie. Okay, and I see your question here too. That's yeah. Okay, you're up next, and then after you, it is Lee. You're very welcome, King. I hope that helps. I like how you spell your name. What's your date of birth, Stephanie? Lee, did you just want me to pull you 3 oracle cards? And if so, let me know if there's a preference or if you want me just to pick. I see you, Carmen. Appreciate you guys. Carmen, is yours going to be for an oracle card, or did you want like a mini read? Yeah, I received it. Let me know your date of birth and your question. Lee, let me know. Okay, you said you just wanted to pull 3 cards for the hidden truth. I guess the closest. Okay, closest connection. Okay. The closest connection. Carmen, can I have your birthday and let me know what question you have for the tarot? And then we'll go ahead and begin. I appreciate all 12 of you in here. 11:15. Sagittarius. Oh no, you're Scorpio. I messed that up. Scorpio. And then you said he is a 389. Let me know if there's a question pertaining to your Pisces. Otherwise, I'm just going to pull like a little general thing on you guys. What's going on, da da da, and see what I get. But let me know if there's a question you want to direct it towards. Yeah. Right. Go ahead and get started here with Stephanie, then Lee, and then we'll be on Carmen. Yes, nothing else coming through now. So yeah, that's what we'll do. Super surprised you guys are up with me. Make sure you all search or find my social media contacts. It's all the Aries knowing. Have you heard from that situation? Sometimes, like sometimes. I'm not the mind, I'm not the body. My eyes are the wings to my soul. Open me up to the energy of Stephanie. Okay, what's coming towards her? Okay. Coming in hot. What's coming towards Stephanie? I feel like this is definitely a time of loving yourself here and really taking care of yourself. Because I feel like you feel a tad bit lonely on your journey here, not really sure what to do with your light. Anyone you dealt with in the past, any other suitors that have been around you, I feel like we've kind of closed out that cycle and we're entering into something new. However, if you don't love and take care of yourself and make sure that you're really honoring yourself first, you're going to attract in somebody that's a liar, that has a very quick temper, could be an air energy, and I see you really loving and being very giving to them. So you want to make sure that you have a direction and you know exactly what it is that you're looking for. If you're lonely and just feeling kind of isolated right now and kind of overthinking situations, it's not a good time to really search for love, because any good balanced man is going to see that and realize that you shouldn't be in a relationship. You're not able to give to it. And then I feel like if there is a man that does want to take part, that does want to partake in it here, he's going to use it to his benefit. He's going to lie his way out of it and try to get more out of you, maybe even guilt trip you here. I think you're suffering with a lot of situations where you feel like you were defeated, and it would affected you kind of negatively. So you just been kind of playing your part kind of on the background, not trying to upset anyone or do anything here. There is lovers. It could be people that you could have seen in the past that I don't feel that you're open to. If not, I want to say there are people that are interested in you, but you're not interested in them, and you don't see love with them. You don't see anything that's interesting to you. I think you're a little bit down on yourself too when it comes to that department here. There is someone that I feel like is going to come in, or that is going to come in. It's very clear with them. It's a lot of clarity as far as what it is you want. You're able to talk to them. I think they're upfront with you, but you're more so you're focusing in on other things. I think you're looking like your relationship is supposed to look a certain kind of way, and therefore you don't take up on this offer and you don't nurture it. You don't strengthen that communication because you and this person like connect here, but I don't think you look at them for love. Like they're a good friend. They understand you. Um, but this isn't something you want to nurture or give to. And I think you're focusing the way you usually do, and it's not giving you anything. Yeah, I definitely think that you meet someone and you think that you could be with this person. You really start to make plans with them. But the thing about this person is that they hurt you a lot. They hurt you a lot. And then you guys go some time without talking to each other. I see you really wanting to get their attention and they're just kind of giving up on the situation. And then as soon as you heal, they come back in and they start a new cycle with you. And it almost reminds you of someone you could have dealt with in the past here. This could be someone that you know that you dated in the past. It's like they always do this. Nothing ever changes. I feel like you have a very close connection with them, a really good friendship with them. But I think once things get okay, once you heal from it, you decide to leave this connection alone because you've kind of found your strength. Because I think you were in good graces too. You only gave to them because you cared for them. You were already loving yourself a little bit. And because you loved yourself, you felt like you could share this with somebody. But when they abuse it and when they hurt you, I think you'll move on from it here. It could be a good thing though. It can make you very happy. You'll meet someone else too down the lines, but you will be like breaking away from friends. You'll go through situations where you try to date and the energy to date just isn't the best. You know, a bunch of hoes around, a bunch of women who like to gossip. And I feel like the person that you want or the person that you all are actually kind of calling for each other, you got a bit of a ways to go before you all connect. You know, there's something at this time that is keeping you all apart, be it life or whatnot. Could be new life coming in, doesn't have to be. You'll connect with them in due time. The person you are connecting with, I don't know if they're married or if they're in some kind of love relationship. They may or may not be expecting a child right now. It really kind of depends. But I think he'll be walking away from that. He may break this woman's heart. They could even be married or engaged or talking about getting married, but they decide not to. The woman could be kind of scorned by it. He will move on from this situation. you know, so that could be the energy that's between you all. But I do think that you'll find something stable when you come in. That situation may still be something that this person needs to heal from, but just kind of trust your intuition. It doesn't mean that he isn't for you just because he could be hurt about things. That's what I have for you, ma'am. Was that resonating all right with you? In time, love will come in. You just want to watch. I feel like you could know this energy, but when I did pull, if there were any other kind of lingering energies, it lets me know that those cycles have been closed. But this looks to be like someone that could be familiar that you have a soft spot for. Maybe you all never dated before or something like that, but you know them in some kind of way, shape, or form. They're not completely brand new. But they have a temper problem. Possibly because that could be that unhealedness, you know? Mm. All right. Lily. Also, I don't know if you all know, I was available earlier to like 11 my time, Eastern time. You know, it's not Eastern Standard Time anymore. It's supposed to be like Eastern Daylight Time. I almost want to do Eastern Standard Time anyway, but I didn't want to sound ignorant, so I fixed it. But I was available tonight on my phone line was available until about, I think it was like 7 to 11. So if anyone's interested in ever getting like a phone reading with me, look out for those. You can always call me at any time. If I don't answer right away, I'll get back with you here. But look for me to let you all know on my social medias when I'm available. And then you can definitely call then. If I'm in a reading with someone, I'll get back with you. And I'm always open for pre-recording anytime. I'll try to get those to you guys within 24 hours. I say 24 hours just depending on when I receive them, because I do go out to the store and read here. And then, you know, after I finish the store, I come back home. I like to reset a little bit, get something to eat, you know, so I can live. And then I'll be back on. Absolutely. I do emergency readings as well. But like if it requires like 911 or something, if it's that kind of emergency, please call 911. I should put that on my voicemail. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Do not wait on me. But yeah, you can call me. I'll be there. If you don't want to call, if you want to schedule a time and you can't, you can text me too. You know, whatever is worth it, or whatever you all, not worth it, whatever you all decide to do. Not the mind, not the body. Alright, everyone, just to myself. Please allow me to do this channel. Energy in my lead. What can I say? Strongest person, closest connections to him. So many things remind me of you. Let me do one of these. I replay our conversations over and over. I think we've gotten these for you before, I want to say. Connection. I knew exactly what I was doing. I lost myself for a little while. We will be together again. So many things remind me of you. I replay our conversations over and over. I knew exactly what I was doing. I lost myself for a little while. We will be together again. That's what I have for you, Lee. All right. Carmen. You are up next, hon. I hope you're still in here. I'll look and see what's going on between you and a Pisces here. What a duo. Scorpio and Pisces. Which one? We will be together again? Or the combination? 11:15. What's the energy between them? Oh, yeah. I had a friend, she's a Scorpio, and she talked to a Pisces for a little bit, and she was like, yeah, nah. Like, once she finally tried it out, she was like, no. Like an attraction that's there that, you know, you can kind of flirt with each other for a little bit, and as soon as they tried it, nah. Yeah, they alright. Scorpio, Pisces. What's the energy between Carmen and Pisces? What's the energy between them, Spirit? How does the Pisces feel for her? Okay. I mean, you guys are mirroring each other. Both of you all feel a little bit rejected by each other, out in the cold, going through a difficult time. Be it you all out in the cold together. I feel like you all feel a little bit rejected from each other, out in the cold. Both of y'all are feeling like you're going through a very difficult time and can't find comfort. I mean, this energy, they would like to talk to you very quickly. I feel like there could be a break that you all may take, but it's only going to be a break. It could be a couple days. I don't really see it going a week, but it could maybe get to a week or whatnot where you all don't speak. But eventually, they will speak, because I feel like you all have had a lot of passion that kind of died down. Like they finally like hit its turn. They definitely want, and I don't know if it's a male or a female, but they definitely want more time to kind of come back in here, but maybe just a little break. It's really just a break to kind of sort some things out, lick the wounds, and building up all that passion back towards the situation. I mean, they want peace out of this. They hope that you're feeling peaceful and hopeful, and that you're not missing them too much when they have to leave or when they're not there. They want a nice friendship here with you. Um, on your end, what I see that you want from them is you would love for them to come back in. If they did you dirty, or if they weren't really being upfront, you want them to feel guilty about it and second guess themselves and start new here with you. I don't feel like you're ready to close out this cycle yet. If you do close it out, I think you will hope that you all will be able to get there together. Um, Heavy reconciliation energy, if that's what you want to call it. Um, they will be coming in very quickly, just how you want them to, with a lot to say, maybe through text messages here. They do plan to take action on this because they don't want you feeling rejected here. They'll probably text messages. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll be sending you messages, because I do think they still want it. Could even be some sexual attention here too at the same time. Definitely. But they would like for things to change. They feel like in time things will change. They just want to keep things peaceful. I feel like when they are away from you, or when they leave you alone to be at peace, they're there for work, to try to change their foundation, to change the situation amongst you are. They feel if they have more and they're more stable, and I think they have a stable mindset, that you all would benefit from it. I think he's a tad bit disappointed that he's almost letting you down, and possibly put it in a situation where you don't trust them anymore, you know. And because you possibly have had to do a lot of things by yourself. Have a good night. I'll talk to you. Possibly because you've had to do a lot of things by yourself because of your want and or attraction towards them, and they wish that they could have possibly maybe helped out a little bit more. She won. What does she want? Yeah, you want them to come in and apologize. and it's time for them to make a decision. It's okay if they have options, but they need to decide what it is they want to do at this point. I see that very heavily here. Knight of Cups, Seven of Cups. I mean, it's like they're confused. They're offering you love, but they're not giving you one direction to kind of take. There's all these different scenarios of what can happen. Well, pick one, please. Pick one. I think they come in and they're apologetic, but they still have not made a decision yet, and you need them to choose. So I think you would like for them to do that before they come back in throughout this break. Yeah, you would like for you all to be a very stable couple. We have the same mind frame. We're kind of moving together. I know my part of my role, you know yours. We respect each other here. Yes, and we're not on to the next phase. We are in a new phase. We are exploring love here. And I feel like you're definitely waiting on this to kind of jump off the ground, to go ahead and get started here. There's Aries energy, Taurus energy here. But I feel like that's what makes the relationship unstable, is that somebody is waiting to take off, waiting to move forward. The other person still, like, they're definitely committed to you. You are committed to them, but they're trying to hold on to this connection, maybe hold on to more money. I feel like somebody may want to be a little bit more settled before they do that, because they feel like if not, it's going to contribute to you all's situation being a little bit unstable. Spread too thin. What's the mutual energy between them here with this Five of Pentacles? Yeah, there's a lot that hasn't been said. Now, I feel like if he apologizes, you're going to be open to it, vice versa. I feel like there's still emotions that's going to be there, even though you all are both kind of hurt by the situation. But there needs to be clarity that's reached, because I think you all may get to the point where you miss each other so much, you just want to be able to communicate with each other. But there's still a lot that isn't said. Let me see. Will he commit? Not anytime soon. He's afraid. He doesn't have the confidence for it yet. Should she move on? You should start seeing other people. You don't have to stop talking to him, but if he's not ready to commit, you need to still be dating, period, point blank. That's just how that goes. He's not gonna support it. He doesn't want you to, but yet he's not giving you what it is that you need right now, and isn't being honest about where he's at here emotionally here. And I think it's not gonna do anything but upset you even more. How trusty they are. Scorpios are challenging. But I feel like he might be, I think you're ready for some kind of wish fulfillment here, and you might start to come at him a little bit more harder about it here. But you can't force this. And I think you see what's happening already, and you're trying not to make it happen. Like, you see that you all eventually will not be able to deal with each other right now. So when you go at him and start pressuring him or telling him how you're upset, it's because you don't want that to happen. So you continue to give to him to show him that he can trust you and that you'd be there for him. Hoping that you all are on. We just need a little bit more time. I just need to be more focused in this. This is the journey, this is the path. I'm gonna share myself with him, but you're never really gonna get to grow and fully be happy waiting on him, and it'll affect the relationship and be a difficult pain, and you may feel like he's an opportunist at that point. So I recommend you kind of pull back your energy from him if he's not ready to commit, which I don't see him really trying to move forward anytime soon. um, you need to start dating other people, period, point blank. Share it with him if you want to. Don't share it with them if you feel like he should know, whatever that may be. But you need to kind of get on with your life. You can still talk with him at the same time if he'd like to, until he is ready to make a decision for how he wants to move forward. But at this time, if you've been waiting a while, you've given him enough to know what it is he wants to do. And if he's still not ready, okay, let me know when you are. But you still need to keep your options open. Don't wait on him. That's selfish for him to ask you to wait on anything. That's what I have for you. Find somebody who will match your energy. and he'll eventually kind of go out the way, out the woodwork. I don't want you to just kind of cut him off cold turkey and then be in pain and then you can't focus on someone new. Just keep talking to him, but just kind of, protect yourself and distance yourself a little bit and keep dating other people. Keep living your life. He'll either jump up and decide he wants you or he will miss out on you. Hmm. He'll definitely still want you. It may put a pep in his step knowing that he has a bit of competition. He'll know that he'll have things to make up for because he's damaged you all. I don't know if he'll ever be able to heal it correctly here, but it'll bring some worry in you about what is to happen. As long as but just make sure you're not holding back from him. Make sure that you're honest with yourself and your feelings and his as well. Yeah. You take your time to do what it is you need to do. You're not interested in anyone else, maybe because they're not there yet, but don't limit yourself. Do not limit yourself. Take a moment if you need to take a moment, but it can't just be just him because he's not doing enough for it to be just him. He's not giving to you. He's not giving you a commitment. He is not doing enough for him to be the only thing that you want. So take a minute if you need to heal from him. That's just my advice. And then get back out there and you get back dating and you find something that you like, even if it's a friend. But he can't be the only thing. He's not living up to it, and you deserve better than that. That's your read, hon. Not interested in anyone else yet. Alrighty, guys. Let's see. And it's okay to enjoy your independence too, especially if you want more of yourself while you heal. But don't cheat yourself. Okay. Let's see, what time is it? How's everyone doing? I think I saw a question about the readings. Questions are $10 tonight. The Cash App is TAK317. PayPal is at the Aries Knowing. If you want to send a donation for a reading, and I'll give you like a mini read or something like that, you can send a donation. I just asked that it be over $2. So I don't eat it up in fees. Transferring it over. But yeah, last call. I appreciate all 15 of you guys in here. If you haven't yet, or if you're interested, you can find me on social media. I'm pretty much everywhere: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. YouTube does have some readings up there. You guys can go in and watch if you like. If you do go watch it, please subscribe, like the videos, leave me some comments, and let me know how those readings resonate with you and what you all would like to see. Other than that, I'll be on here and we can always chit chat and get our readings done this way. A little bit more. I've been off a little bit, but this is yeah, I'm fixing that schedule. We'll at least be on 3 times a week: Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, possibly even Fridays too. Maybe 4 times a week. But we'll play it by ear. At least 3 times a week, you all will see me hop on here and do a quick reading. You're very welcome. I'll be doing other things as well. I'm gonna try to, if I can, if you all want to see me when I come in. Yeah. Is King still in here? Did King say goodnight? You're so welcome. Let's get us out some quick oracles here, and let's close our night out. Oh yay! Good, you got quiet on me. I'm gonna do some oracles here, and I'm going to end this. I will possibly be talking to you all tomorrow night. You know. and be free the next couple of days. What's today? Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. I'm not the mind, I'm not the body. My eyes are the windows to my soul. Please allow me to be the channel. Please open me up to the energy of the collective, all within the broadcast, all 15 in the broadcast. Anyone that come across the replay, what messages do you have for the collective here? Give me something, please, Spirit, for the fire element. Show me the water element, emotions, relationships, partnerships with others. What messages do they need to know? What's going on here in the earth element to keep them grounded? The resources, finances. Show me the air element, thought process, logic, mind state. KKK. Bottom of the deck, we know it's a spirit. So for your fire energy, fire element, your drive, your motivation, it says take back your power. Archangel Raziel. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. You may be given the power of your life or the power that you have over to other people, allowing for them to determine certain things about you here. Take it back. You make these choices. You make these decisions. Spirit speaks to you about what your path is. No one else can put that on you. When it comes to your relationships, your emotions, with the water element, we have counselor, Archangel Azrael. You are a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. So it's okay to help and uplift others in those relationships, but realize and know the power that you hold and how people cling onto you, and do not let them abuse you here. But definitely offer them love and guidance, and try not to give them any hate. Try not to argue with them, because if you're their only source of peace and clarity and you're arguing with them, I mean, I don't want to curse, but you guys know they're effed, right? Where else are they going to get it from? And you're their beacon that they will go that they will go to. When it comes to the earth element, career, finances, it says peace. Archangel Chamil. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Nothing else really matters. So don't allow yourself to get too materialistic, too caught up in certain things in life. Focus in on peace and on those emotions that bring you love and those gushy feelings, that uplift you. Don't get too caught up in this materialistic world. When it comes down to the air element, your thought process, your logic here, your mental state, we have clairsentience, Archangel Raguel. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. So don't be too logical. When things happen, don't always think that it's got to be something factual is the reason why I'm feeling this way. Or no, this is spirit talking to you here. So it's okay to, use your mind and to be logical, but you also want to be spiritual as well. It's very important. And how that kind of comes into play. Bottom of the deck for the spirit, we have teaching and learning. Archangel Zachiel, keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. So you can still use your mind, you can still use logic here, but it is about spreading this knowledge that you have with other people to help them grow. And everything may not always be as you see it. So if there's something that you're constantly thinking about or something you can't get away from, it must be something you need to learn more so that way you can share with other people. So don't be too logical. Pay attention to how it is you feel. That is important too. You got to have equal balance, so you don't push your intuition into a void and just become so practical and so logical that that's all you see. You know, in your relationships, you are the counselor. So be careful how you are with those people, because even though they may come at you upset and mad and everything, they're expecting for you to bring them some peace. They're expecting for you to encourage them. Take your power back. Don't let other people tell you what it is that you are. You manifest what it is that you are and enter your own calling. Don't get too materialistic. The only thing that's real is love. And that's the only thing that's going to bring you peace. Teach and learn, guys. That is what I have. This was awesome. Thank you all for letting me read for you and trusting me with your energy. I know it's late, but I really felt like reading, and I haven't been on in a while, and I'm like, let's keep reading some more. So I will see you all tomorrow. Follow me on social media if you all want to see updates from me throughout tomorrow and what I have up there. Chit chat with me on there. We can still connect when I'm not on live. But other than that, y'all have a good night, okay? Night.